few days ago when I had a recording about the COVID-19 situation and how it affects the IMGs. I have today come with a presentation on the 2020 residency math statistics and trends for IMGs. This is very specific to IMGs. All the information I have downloaded from nrmp.org. There is a lot of information out there for people who are looking to match into various branches, but I am only going to talk about today a few of the trends and a few of statistics that could probably encourage you, and also what you need to view with caution, or how you need to pursue your journey, knowing what has happened this year and how it may affect your applications for next year. Okay, a few days ago when I had a recording about. So here we go. Firstly, the good part of this year's match, the 2020 residency match was the largest in the history. So I think I'm repeating myself, but almost every year this is what I say, that largest match in the history, largest match in the history. But seriously, there was a record high of 40,000 applicants, over 40,000 applicants this time for about 37,000 seats. So this is the most ever offered match. Not only were the applicants more this year, but also the number of positions that were given by the positions that were offered were even more than last year. Okay, now before we get into this, telling you about the statistics and about the different trends that have happened this year, I would like to give you a little bit idea, especially for the IMGs, because you need to know that what are the different branches or programs that are available for you to apply. So primarily, you need to know what is a categorical program, what are advanced programs, preliminary programs, and there are some miscellaneous programs as well. So a categorical program starts with PGY1, or the first year of your post-graduation, and it provides you the full training. So essentially, like an MD in India, you will have all the, like if it's an internal medicine, you have 3 years of training, internal medicine, pathology, even obs and gynae, they have about 3 years of training. So they start with PGY1, and after 3 years, you would have finished your residency. Okay, now there are the primary care programs, especially in internal medicine and pediatrics, where you start with PGY1 and end, and the medicine and the pediatrics that you do here, the training is primarily for the primary care work. So they train you more with primary care in mind. It is almost as, you could also apply for it if you're interested more in primary care work, but they have different programs, one, which is specially meant for primary care work, and there's a good number of seats that are available for the primary care, pediatrics, as well as internal medicine. Then you have the advanced program. Once you're done with a prelim program, or you finish 1 year of a program, before I tell you about advanced, I need to tell you about a prelim program. The specialties like, say, neuro, derma, anesthesia, and even radiology, all of these programs expect you to have 1 year of, work in a prelim area. Only then they allow you to get into the program. So if you are interested in these programs, you will have to get into a prelim. Some programs directly take you into a 4 or 5 year residency, but a prelim program is something you need to apply if you're interested in these specialties. So you have a preliminary program, and an advanced program is for those people who get into those branches after finishing 1 year of prelim. So these are the categories that you need to know, that you need to work on whenever you are applying for your residency. Okay, so let's start with the trend for 2020 match. I'm going to talk about all the welcome trends that happened this year. The good part of 2020 match for an international medical graduate, I'm talking only with IMG in mind, since we are catering to the IMG population here in India, and we are helping out with all the IMGs who are applying for a residency. We need to know that for every IMG who is a non-US citizen, or who doesn't have a visa, green card, or who's non-US citizen, there has been an increase in the trend. We have broken a 3-year decline of participation. What do you mean by participation? When a person decides to apply for a residency, or they participate in the residency, till last year, there was a decrease or a decline in the number of students, but the 3-year trend has been, broken this year, where we have had more number of people from the non-US IMG category who have applied for this particular residency. Okay, so we have approximately 7,000 IMGs who have submitted program choices, approximately 7,000 IMGs, which is more than 2019. Even if it is 38 more, it is more. That is what is more important. That number of people who have applied this year is more, because the more number of people are hopeful that they will get into a residency from this particular background. Okay. And out of this, the better news is that almost 61.6% have matched into a residency of their choice, and that the number is over 4,000 this year, which is 4,222. So this is a very, very heartening news. About 2.5 percentage of points more than last year. So it was approximately 58% last year, the number of students who have matched. But this year, that number has increased to 61.1%, which is a very welcome trend. Okay, now this is one question that students always ask me, that what are the different programs that IMGs majorly match into. So I would like to tell you that the IMGs majorly match this year into internal medicine again, which is the first or the top position in the IMG matching program. Approximately 2,100 plus seats were taken by the internal medicine specialty. Family medicine came second with 405 seats taken by students who wanted to do family medicine. Pediatrics categorical, like I just mentioned about categorical before, the pediatric categorical program stood third in the top 5 with 340 seats this year for pediatrics. And neurology, which is really another favorite branch that is coming up with international medical students, was fourth in the list with 235 seats taken by students who applied to neurology. And lastly, but not the least at all, pathology, which is number 5, which was almost on the top last year. 232 seats were taken up by pathology, for pathology residency. Okay. Now we come to a specialty connection you need to know. One is about 67.7% of people matched into the major programs like internal medicine, family medicine, and pediatrics. Well, out of all the residency, the number of seats that went into these three programs almost made up for 67, almost 70% of international students who applied for residency this year obtained positions in internal medicine, family medicine, as well as pediatrics. So you need to know that these are the three big specialties that take up the major numbers. And for knowing the trends, like what really is changing, what is changing from 2016 to 20, this is almost a 5-year application trend. There has been an up of almost 1.5 to 2% number of seats increased, or number of seats taken in neurology, and about 1.7% in emergency medicine. What this essentially means is neurology and emergency medicine is also being considered by international students. Not only are they applying more for these programs, but they are also matching into these programs. And since the last 5 years, there seems to be an upward trend in these two residencies. Okay, so there is an upward trend in neuro and emergency medicine, and almost 70% has matched into IM, family medicine, and pediatrics. All right. Now this is just a small, matching trend of the last 4 years that I've compiled together. All this is from nrmp.org. There is a lot of information. Absolutely, there is about 50 pages of information that you need to scan to understand what is probably important for you. I have only taken the trends of a few programs that I realize that students are more interested in. For example, internal medicine, neuro, pediatric surgery, prelim, as well as surgery categorical, and family medicine. These are the major programs that students keep trying to ask about. So if you need to know more information about other programs, you can definitely visit the website nrmp.org, or you can get in touch with me and I can help you with the programs of your choice. But for now, I would just like to tell you that internal medicine this time, the number of seats have come down. The number of positions that people have matched into for internal medicine has come down since last year. Of course, since 2018, there has been a downward trend in the number of people matching into internal medicine. I think the possible reason for that could be that the number of people from the DO group or the IMGs from Caribbeans are probably matching into it. Or, I mean, of course, they are also IMGs, but the DOs are the ones who are probably getting seats, more number of seats in internal medicine programs. So there has been a slight decline since 2018. In the internal medicine this year, there was a 43.9% of people who have got into IM. Neuro, however, like I mentioned last time, has gone up. The number of people who matched into neuro since, it's just continuously increasing. Since 2017, it was 2.5, and it is today stands at 3.2% of people have managed to match into neuro, which is a heartening news. Similarly, for pediatrics, it's almost similar at par. It has increased from last year. The surgery prelim also has come down. The number of seats is probably by 0.1%. Whereas the categorical surgery seats have gone up since last year, the number of people who matched into surgery categorical has gone up since last year. And of course, a family medicine is showing an upward trend right from 2017. So when it started with 15 and today we are at over 16%, or the number of seats in family medicine has only gone up. So the trends, just for you to know what are the trends, whenever you need to apply for a program, we can't just worry about the trends, but you need to know that people are applying in all kinds of programs and they are being successful. Like a lot of students ask me whether surgical seats are possible, and I wanted to show you that there is an upward trend in getting surgery categorical program, and of course programs like neuro as well as emergency medicine as well. Okay, now this slide simply shows you the most competitive specialty as against the specialty which is slightly has least competition. Okay, so I would like to tell you that dermatology, emergency medicine, neurosurgery, PMR, physical medicine and rehabilitation, and integrated plastic surgery and thoracic surgery are the ones where almost 100% of the seats were taken by the US MD doctors. The doctors who are US citizens and US MD students, they are the ones who got almost 100% of the seats. There was not a single IMG or DO who matched into these programs. Okay, more than 80% of the seats were filled in med, peds, neurosurgery, ortho, ENT, again thoracic and vascular. Again, it was US MD seniors, and where the lower number of US MD seniors were matching, or the doctors from the US matched, where the IMG stood a chance was family medicine, IM, pathology, primary pediatrics, as well as preliminary surgery. These were the places where good number of IMGs stood a chance, not only IMGs but also the DOs, okay, because there were less than 45% of the US MDs who managed to match into these programs. So what do we learn from this? Not that you cannot apply to the programs which are highly competitive. It doesn't mean that, but you need to know that since 2016, the US DO seniors who seek a position has risen by 3,500. That's a very, very big number. It's almost 120% increase, which means that the competition is rising. It means that you need to up your game. It is not only about scores, and since the scoring is also going to be obliterated shortly, what they're looking for is a lot of LORs from the US, working in the US, showing your intent, showing how important it is to be in that particular residency, work hard towards that residency and do really well with everything. Your CV should be perfect in every possible way. We've had multiple seminars as well as different ways where I have told you about what is important in a CV when you apply for a residency. So we can always talk again about this, but for now you need to know that what is the cautionary trend we get out of all of this is that there is a little more competition and it's only increasing because of the USDO. So I'd like to thank you for listening out and hearing me here. You can connect with me on usmle@damsdelhi.com for any more information. If you need to have more clarification on a subject that you are interested in, or you need to know any more about how we can help you for this journey, you can get in touch with me on usmle@damsdelhi.com. Thank you very much.